Hello friends, welcome to SecO. In this video we are going to talk about some stories of irrational numbers. Irrational numbers. First of all, we are going to define irrational numbers. Then in this video we are not going to teach anything to you. I am just going to tell you some stories behind irrational numbers, and they are indeed very interesting stories, and I think you should not skip those stories. Many teachers, many students, coaching teachers, tuition teachers, they skip those stories because they want you to push into a rat race. Okay, somehow you learn to solve problems and get good marks. That is their motto. But I think even if you learn and listen to these stories, you will be able to solve all the problems if you are little disciplined. And also you will, if you learn these stories, then or read these stories, you will be little more you will be little more interested. You will enjoy the subject, and also you will develop love for the subject, and your understanding also will be little deeper. Okay, so don't skip these stories. My suggestion is don't skip these stories. So in this video we are going to talk about stories. Let us in the previous video we talked about rational numbers. Rational numbers. Rational numbers, and they were defined like they can be represented by p by q, and where p and q both are integers, and q not equal to 0. This was definition of rational numbers. By the way, rational, this word rational came from ratio. That means this is ratio, something divided by something. This is called ratio. So rational numbers can be represented like this. So what are irrational numbers? What are irrational numbers? Irrational numbers. Irrational numbers are those numbers that cannot be represented like p by q. Cannot be represented by p by q, where p and q are integers. Okay, they cannot be represented like p by q. This is definition of irrational numbers. Let us see some examples of irrational numbers. Root 2 is an irrational number. Root 3, root 5, root 7, root 14, these are all irrational numbers. Pi is an irrational number. 0.01, 001, 0001, 0001, then there will be 501. If I write dot dot dot, means this pattern goes on. 501, then 601. This is also an irrational number. Okay, why? Because there is no repetition of same kind of digits. 10, then 1, then 20 and 1, 30 and 1. So repetition of same thing. If it were like 0.01, 01, 01, then it would have been a rational number. But this is irrational number. This is irrational number because it is not repeating itself. Okay, so these are irrational numbers. Now I have given you some examples also. Now we can directly go to examples and exercise, but I'll not go directly to exercise because in your textbook, if you see, they have given some stories before going to examples. Here is one story. This is story of Hipparchus. Then there is another story of pi, and then there is another story of number line. So 3 stories. First story is story of Hipparchus. Okay, let us talk about history of Hipparchus. This is story of Hipparchus. So who was Hipparchus? He is Pythagoras. This person is Pythagoras. Hipparchus was follower of this man. He was follower of this man, and follower of Pythagoras used to be called Pythagoreans. So Hipparchus was a Pythagorean. Okay, Hipparchus was a Pythagorean. Now Pythagoreans used to believe that every number can be represented like p by q. Suddenly Hipparchus came out with this number root 2, and he found that this number cannot be represented like p by q, where p and q are integers. So he declared that he has invented a new number that cannot be represented like p by q. So all other Pythagoreans were angered because they believed that every numbers can be represented like p by q. So due to that anger, Hipparchus was actually drowned into an ocean. This is one story, but in some other texts and some other ancient scriptures, it is said that Hipparchus was drowned into an ocean because he actually shared some mathematical secret to non-Pythagoreans, and at that point of time mathematical secrets were kept into a particular sect, particular group, and they used to keep it secret. Since Hipparchus shared the secret with other groups, that's why as a punishment he was drowned into an ocean. And it seems that at that point of time mathematicians were quite irrational. But this irrational word means illogical. This is not number irrational, this is illogical. So irrational means illogical also. So at that point of time mathematicians were quite irrational, it seems, because in this time if you discover some mathematics, everyone will encourage you to share with other people, and you will also enjoy sharing the mathematical truth you have discovered with others, isn't it? So at that point of time people were quite irrational. By the way, whatever the reason, Hipparchus was drowned into an ocean, and the reason was related to mathematics. And although these things were happening around 400 BC, okay, and it is believed that these irrational numbers, that means numbers that cannot be represented like p by q, were discovered for the first time by the Pythagoreans. So this is the story of Hipparchus. Now let us go to another story of pi. Story of pi is also very old one. People in various places like India, Egypt, Persia, India, Egypt, Persia, and Greece, mathematicians knew that there is number. Maybe they called it by different name, but today we call it pi. So they called it maybe in different name, but they knew that there is a number which has to be multiplied with the diameter of a circle to get its periphery. So they knew that there is a number that we have to multiply with the diameter to get periphery of a circle, and the value of this number they assigned. In some places some mathematicians assigned 3, in some other places they assigned 3.1, 3.12 or something. So they were not quite accurate, but they were close. Presently in our problems, most of the problems we use pi equal to 22/7, even though pi is irrational number, it cannot be written like p by q, but it is quite close to 22/7. Quite close means after decimal point up to 4 digit it is correct, I think. So we use this, but pi have if we want to write pi accurately, we have to write infinite digits, and you will see that no digits are actually repeating themselves. Okay, they are coming randomly. So pi is an irrational number, and at the present moment, due to discovery of oh, okay, now let me share this. Okay, but from ancient time people knew about pi, but only in 17th century Lambert and Legendre, they proved that pi is an irrational number. Before them nobody knew that pi was an irrational number. They thought that it was a rational number, and if we work hard we may get exact value of pi. But Lambert and Legendre, they proved that pi is an irrational number in 17th century. Okay, and at present, due to discovery of very fast computers and development of very sophisticated algorithms, maybe 1.5 trillion digits after decimal point is accurately calculated by computers. Okay, so we know now up to some trillion digits of pi. Okay, so this is the story of pi. Now let us go to third story. This is third story. This is story of number line. Okay, if this is a number line, this is reference point 0. What they are saying, this is Dedekind and Cantor, they are German physicists. They are saying that any point on the number line, any unique point on the number line will represent a unique number, maybe 0.2 or something, any number. Any unique point, maybe this is 3.1 or whatever. So any point on the number line will represent a unique number, and any number, whatever number you write, maybe 33.1 on to any number you write, it has corresponding a unique point on the number line, a unique point on the number line. So unique number, there is unique point on the number line. Any point on the number line represents a unique number. So this seems quite obvious to me. Why they have to prove it? It seems that is what it will be like, isn't it? So I don't know why they have to prove it, but they proved it in 1870s. So there must be some reason, isn't it? And if you want to find that reason, you have to study little higher level of mathematics. So this is story 3, and I hope that these stories will increase curiosity in your mind, and these stories will increase love for the subject mathematics, and also these stories will help you understand how things has developed, and then you may have developed deeper understanding. So friends, if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you have any question, please write on the comment section. Please subscribe to this channel. This is a new channel, and in this channel I have planned to cover entire NCERT mathematics and physics syllabus. So if you like and subscribe, I will be motivated and I will keep making videos, and thank you for watching.